Hey guys! So, for today's video I'm showing you my mascara routine for very dramatic and voluminous eyelashes. So, obviously this is not a day-to-day look for most people. This is definitely for if you want like that false eyelash look, but you don't want to wear false eyelashes. So yeah, the two mascaras that I use are the Jordana Best Lash Extreme, which I know a lot of people have tried and loved thanks to Lauren Curtis. And then this is an old bottle of my CoverGirl Clump Crusher. So this like literally has no product in it. I just use it to coat through my eyelashes once I put on the Jordana one, and it gets rid of any like clumpiness or spideryness and separates them and all that good stuff. So yeah, those are the two that I use. Also a couple things I want to mention. One, my bed is not made. Do not mind that, pretty please. Two, the lighting is kind of weird. It's a really gross day outside. I'm doing the best I can. I don't think it's absolutely like awful though, and since I'm just showing mascara, it's not like you need to see pigmentation of colors or anything like that. So yeah, lighting is kind of weird. And number three, actually I have four things. Number three, my hair is a mess. Depending on how the lighting works out once I'm done with this, I think I'm going to do a hair tutorial. And number four, my eyebrows are a little bit bold today. Tried something different. Don't know how I feel about it. They're kind of uneven, so don't mind that. Okay, let's get started. Alright, so this is what my eyelashes look like once I'm all done. So I just wanted to get this eye done, that way you could kind of compare them as I'm doing this eye. So obviously I have nothing on it right now. And normally I don't curl my eyelashes, and I'm not going to today just because I don't find that I need to, and I don't want to do something that I don't normally do just for the video, if that makes sense. But when I do, the one that I use is just this Revlon one. It's a basic one. It was probably like $4 at Target. So yeah, if you personally need to curl your eyelashes, go ahead and do that. Alright, so to get started, I'm going to be using my Jordana mascara that I talked about earlier. And basically what I do is I start at the root of my lash and I just work my way towards the tips of my eyelashes. So I start by coating the bottom, and then like I kind of wiggle it back and forth to make sure that I really get the root of my lash. And then I start to kind of blink on it and, like I said, work my way up to the tip. So I'm just going to show you how I do that. And the other thing is that when you're doing your mascara, it's really helpful if you look down while you're doing it. So right now I have my mirror like down here, and I'm going to be looking down. That way, as I'm like coating my eyelashes, you're not hitting your eyelid. So that'll, well, okay, obviously I got some on this eye, but yeah, just ignore that. Anyway, so it just helps to control the mess, and it also helps that helps you really like coat your eyelashes because you can like pull up, if that makes sense. So now that I'm done coating the front of my lashes, what I'm going to do is go ahead and get the backs of them. So I lay the wand on top of my eyelashes, and then I kind of like roll it and pull up. And I think this is so important for getting that like false eyelash kind of look. I think it like just totally ties everything together. And that's probably like one of my biggest tips. Like if you want big eyelashes, make sure you get the backs of them. So that's what my eyelashes look like right now. You can just see how much more volume I have and how much thicker they are now. But obviously they're very clumpy. So I go in with my CoverGirl Clump Crusher. This is so old. There's like no product on it. If you don't have an old mascara you can use, you just get like a clean spoolie. You're not adding product right now. You're just combing through while it's still wet and getting rid of that like spidery clumpy look. lashes are at now. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit, or as much as I can, I guess. But yeah, you can just see what my eyelashes look like right now. Obviously, I'm not done, but like, I mean, if you wanted to stop here and not make them like super, super bold, this is more like what I would do on just an everyday basis. Ugh, I'm making a mess. Anyways, and something I wanted to add in is like right here, you can kind of see that my eyelashes make that V shape, so I'm not really happy with the separating of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my tweezers and kind of like move the eyelashes around and separate them to get them to how I like them. Alright, so obviously you want to be very careful if you are doing that, but I think it's a really good way to be precise. I think it's a good option for if you're not entirely happy with what using a clean spoolie did or like an old mascara. So now for my bottom lashes, I'm going back to the Jordana mascara, and when you were doing your top lashes, like I said, you want to look down. Now with your bottom lashes, you want to look up. That way it's the same effect, you're looking up and you're not hitting that skin down there. Okay, so now what I'm doing with my lower lashes is basically very similar to what I did to my top lashes. I just start by like wiggling it at the roots of my eyelashes, then I kind of like flick it down to get the like tips of them, and then I kind of like get the backs of the tips of them, if that makes sense. So that is that. I think I kind of look too spidery right now though. So I'm going to go in with the CoverGirl mascara and do the same thing that I did to my top lashes. Okay, so that's what my bottom eyelashes look like right now, and like in this outer corner they're being really weird, so I'm just going to go in with a like clean spoolie and kind of roll underneath the bottom of my eyelashes to get rid of any like clumpiness or spideriness. Alright, so now I'm really happy with how my bottom eyelashes look like. They are done with. I don't like to layer mascara on my bottom eyelashes because I just think it is so easy for them to get clumpy and spidery. But I am going to go back in with my Jordana mascara and do one more coat on my top lashes. I'm not going to go as crazy as I did the first time I put mascara on them. I'm basically just going to work on like thickening them up more towards like the root and middle of my eyelashes. So I'm just going to blink on it a couple times. I'm not going to get the backs of my eyelashes or anything like that. And then one more time, I'm just going to go in with my CoverGirl one and blink through any clumps. Alright, and one last tip that I have for you is if you can see kind of like on my eyelash right here, there's like this clump just sitting on the tip of my eyelash. If you ever have something like that, literally, like I just take my finger and like pull the product off of my eyelash. So that helps a lot, but you just want to make sure that you do it while the mascara is still wet. That way you don't like pull your eyelash out. But yeah, I think that's a really easy way to fix clumps. And I'm going to go in with my tweezers now just to separate them even more. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. Make sure you give it a thumbs up if you did and subscribe if you are new. That is all I have to say, so I will see you in my next video. Bye!